like someone's reading it.
All right. What episode is this? Do you know?
This is
11, 12, maybe?
I don't know. All right, everybody. Welcome back. This is episode 12, we think, of the Bargain Boys podcast, sponsored by John G. And we're going to do a year-end wrap-up here. It's been a massive year.
I can't believe we're
for all of us. And yeah, just kind of wild. We haven't all been together in a while.
No.
It's been a hot minute.
Logan's been sick forever. Jack was also a sickly child.
So. I was for quite a while. I was like years. I just became not sick after like 5 years. Finally recovered. I passed it to Logan.
Yeah.
Logan got.
You might have bronchitis. No.
Yeah. I'm not wishing that on you. I'm not even gonna bring it into existence.
We're back. As of today.
As of today.
Yes.
Really? As of
yesterday. Yesterday.
The boys were back.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yesterday was borderline.
You ran here.
Crushed
That's
it out.
Yeah.
That's a sign, that's a trend in the right direction. Yeah.
For sure. Absolutely. Do it now.
Wait, you ran here?
Yeah.
Just a little jog.
So cool.
Downhill.
Yeah. All uphill on the way back.
Living that government employee life. Just run it any time of the day.
Yeah. For sure.
Just kidding. Yeah, if government's listening. Well, where do we want to start with this thing?
I guess maybe we should start the winter block. Think so?
We could. That's where it all really started. I mean,
Oh, God.
can you want to flash us back to winter of 25?
25 into 26, or 24 to 25.
Yeah.
My God. That was definitely a lot of time spent outside before 7 o'clock a.m. That's my, I still, yeah, I mean,
That's all he remembers.
I still think of, is this for me to answer? I mean, all of us did that. We all that's when we started running together frequently, a lot more. But yeah, everyone was training for something. We were all training for 200. Well, the majority of us was training for 200s, which meant we could run as much as we wanted at any time of the day.
Whenever we wanted.
And you could justify it.
That was the only goal. Just run as much as possible.
You could justify any time of day running and at any pace. Honestly, the slower the better, and then just a lot of going to the gym. Started going to the Y, became a Y member. Ingrained myself into a different age bracket.
Did you just become a Y member this?
No, it was last year, but I mean that's when I
Yeah,
really started utilizing it.
That's true. You started using the full potential of the YMCA.
Now I'm showering in there every day. I'm like, why use my water when I can go to the Y and shower?
He's got his own embroidered towel.
Shaving in the sauna.
Yeah, shaving in the sauna.
I did get towels, monthly towels subscription. I'm this close to getting a locker, and then I'll be fully in.
We've talked about that for probably a year and a half.
I'm just gonna pull the trigger on it. I think it can't be that expensive.
No.
I think
like
there's like
$30.
Y membership.
I literally get the same locker every single day.
Yeah,
True.
I do too.
It just depends on who you're next to. Then
That's true.
Was part of the migration to the Y just the fact that the ice last year was insane?
mostly sauna and then the equipment, like to be able to lift and stuff, and use the stair climber and the treadmills, I guess, and the elliptical, and then not have to go to the rec and deal with like college age students. Not that they're bad, but I mean, it's like they're going to be on the stair climber. In the Y, barely anyone uses that thing. So I get in there and it's fair game. You don't want to put up with kids in matching suits and matching tops and bottoms.
Man, they're like matching.
The riff-raff.
Headphones, wearing over your headphones in the gym. Can't understand it. You're just sweating under there.
That's so
Can't
true.
handle
I've never
it.
thought about that.
Can't handle it.
Well, I did a little bit of homework getting ready for this thing. And I have our totals of mileage, hours, and vert for 2025. And I think that just kind of gives the summary, and then we'll tell the story of what those hours and miles are made up of.
It's not over yet, too. We still
It's not over. I've got to get 30 miles to hit my goal. So, all right, Dan, leading the group, obviously. 5,284 miles, 756 hours, 410,993 feet of vert.
This sounds about right.
Pretty stout.
That's just running hours.
Yeah, that's not
Just running hours. These are running hours. That's what we're talking about
It's
here.
about 100 too many.
Also, Dan has a lot more vert on the Stairmaster if you count it. We don't know how much.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
We're guessing like at least 2,000 to 3,000 feet of vert per session. And there was, because I think we calculated that at one point. Anyway,
All right, so round that up to like 700,000 feet,
I think that's reasonable.
Maybe.
roughly.
1 million.
No one's
1 million.
Caleb coming in second from a mileage perspective so far. He might pull off something miraculous in the next 3 days.
1,000.
3,772 miles, 492 hours, 211,516 feet of vert. True Flatlander.
True Flatlander.
True
That's
Flatlander.
this year.
That's also with. I mean, yeah, I'll let you go ahead, go through all of it. Because I was gonna say that's also with like you had your injury for.
Oh yeah. No, this is just the starting point of the
Yeah,
story. The whole year.
March.
These hours tell the story. Myself in third, surprisingly, because these two were sickly children for half the year. 2,970 miles. So I assure you, I'll hit 3,000.
You said 970. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I need 30 miles.
You get that.
476 hours. 226,268 feet of vert.
You've got Caleb on the almost got Caleb on the hours.
Almost had him on the hours. I do.
Very close.
Jack,
Yep.
coming in fourth here, 2,808 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Can you pull off 192 miles in the next 4 days?
I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I can pull it off.
That's almost identical to last year's mileage, isn't it?
I had actually more last year. I had over 3,000.
What's impressive here, though, 514 hours.
Cocodona guy.
Slow
Cheers.
and steady.
Wow. With 220,000 feet of
That
vert.
just goes to show, dude. That's all those 930 miles in there. That's what I'm talking about. Them just grinding it out.
And then
930.
this, to me, is the most impressive because of how elite he is. Logan with 2,774 miles, 380 hours, with 212,607 feet of vert. So, fifth on the list, but Lord knows you're not fifth. And
That gives you,
Yeah.
2,700 miles. You're guaranteed a sub 15-hour 100.
that's all you gotta do. I'm just missing that piece, I guess. Maybe I'm overtrained.
Look at that average pace, though.
Hey, we were on track for 3K on the year, easy, and then the last month has not been kind to me.
Yeah. So,
Right.
That's what happens when you push the pace, dude. You get the average pace goes down.
Yeah.
It's all about.
just run super fast all the time.
Yeah, it's all about time. It's all about time efficiency.
I mean, everybody knows, like, as soon as Logan starts the run, you're at 6:30 pace, no matter
I
what.
like it. It's good. I give him a hard time, but it's good.
That's my 2026 New Year's resolution.
Slow down.
Slow down.
I just need a
Slower?
mile. Then we can speed up.
Yeah.
It's just when I get up there at your place, it's like 5 o'clock. You just take off, dude. My hip flexors are like.
It doesn't help that when I start, it's going downhill always.
It's true. That is true. I don't think about that.
So,
All right. Then, we each had a win in 2025. So I'll share these and then we can break down into the details. First win of the year for the Bargain Boys was Jack.
Yeah.
Bringing home that crush run. Is it a 10K?
yeah.
It's a 10 miler.
Oh,
dude.
10 miles.
It's long, all right.
Mm.
It's a long race here.
That crush
That's
run
good.
10 mile victory.
It was difficult, We thugged it out. We pushed hard. We almost got beat by a kid in basketball shorts.
Hey, you gotta
I
watch it.
was chasing him for the first 5 miles, and then he blew up. I don't know who this kid was.
But you didn't.
No, we got him.
And you set
We
the
chased
tone
him
for
down.
the rest of us in this room.
You're welcome.
Sure.
You need that.
Anything you want to say about that?
Well, we're going back this year, very soon. February 8th or something like that. Shout out Matt Young.
Yeah.
He's running it. Great 10-mile race at the beautiful Meeks Mountain Trails.
to go defend your title.
Got to go defend my
Yeah.
title. As long as no one else shows up, you might have a good chance. I think Caleb has the course. Who has the course record?
Oh, it's Caleb.
Technically, the course changes every year. It's never the same.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little different. But you do have the course record, don't you?
I have the fastest time on the course.
There we go. Well, it's gonna be good.
Also known as the course.
It's the course record, AKA the
AKA.
course record. Caleb's just humble. It's all right. But yes, we're going back. Hopefully, we'll take the win again. But we're gonna give it our all for the crush run.
All right, we'll be there cheering for you.
I appreciate it.
All right, and then myself, I had the Cabin Fever 50K.
Big
Very
win.
nice.
First race I've ever won. First ultra I've ever won.
Major 50 kpr.
Major 50 kpr. Horrific weather day.
Horrific
It was
weather.
great.
That was just the trend for my 2025 races with shitty weather. But hey, sometimes you just got to show up. Jack pushed me for the first 13 miles.
So I start throwing up.
Thank God he drank 6 V8s before the race.
6 v8.
He's like, trust me, I know I always do
This
this.
is what I always do.
I remember him saying, we were asking him about it after the race. He's like, no, I always do that. Like, what?
Listen, it's not 6.
Why
I
do you
drank
have
2.
so many of them?
I drank 2. It just my body wasn't prepared for that. That past 13. It just wasn't prepared. But
Yeah.
me and Ryan convinced ourselves.
It was a big goal for me, though. It
That's
was
hilarious.
one that I wanted to win because it's kind of the premier 50K in the state. And Alex Miner had won it. Logan had won it. And thankfully, neither of them were in the race. So I felt like this was my time to do it.
You were hungry.
I was hungry. And then looking at it this year, I'll be lucky to get top 15. So
No.
it was my time.
Huntington will win, though.
Huntington
will win.
the Cabin Fever 50K. I was looking at the start list again. It's getting more and more stacked,
From here?
just in general. Like, it's going to be a stout race.
Yeah.
Who else is going?
Anybody from Pittsburgh?
Derek Steele, dude. That's all you need to know.
Oh, Derek Steele. That's the name to remember.
Yeah.
That's the name to think
Derek
about.
Steele's
You're
running.
listening, Derek. Our money's on you, buddy.
He's running a 2:25 for the first marathon of that race.
Guaranteed. Yes.
He's all together.
All right. And then we move up as a group into the higher echelon of races. And we have, obviously, Dan Green winning Cocodona 250 in a course record time of 58:47.
Yes, it was sick. Thank you guys.
That's what that whole winter arc was for, man.
Yes, thank you for training. It went really. That was the perfect day.
Your diabolical
Days.
freak.
Days.
Multiple
Days.
days.
That was the perfect days. Perfect crew. It was that was a great way to start my year. Now looking back though, what I'm doing next year is doing the 200 at the end of the year, which I think will help the races in the middle of the year.
Also, you started off with a win, March? The 100 mile in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Rack-
man.
Raccoon?
Forgot about that. Too.
And Sydney's medical school 5K.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I forgot about that.
5K champion.
Dang, I didn't see that one on Ultrasound.
That's it's a such racing. Very.
That was a great day. Our buddy Luke, he was leading, and Dan was just running just hard enough to beat him.
I couldn't let him beat me.
He couldn't let him beat.
He was too happy. I couldn't let him.
He looked way too happy.
So out of your 3 wins, is Cocodona the biggest one?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, I think it's time for you to get serious and run the crush run again. I think it's time to.
And now, what's the next?
We'll obviously dive a little deeper into Cocodona.
Mm.
Then we had Mr. Caleb Bowen with the Hurricane 100K victory, also course record in 8:06.
Crazy.
Only one to bring home a fat check. What'd you spend your money on?
Big money bone.
How much was the total winnings? First off,
$4,500.
with the bonus.
Pretty solid, dude.
Pretty solid payday. So what I spent it on, I actually just put it in an account, and I'm just paying off my mortgage with that. So monthly, that just goes to my mortgage.
Sweet.
But I also have been a little more free spending other money. So I actually bought more shoes this year, some more jogging gear.
Good.
Yeah, actually, I've been treating them like I probably should be. Yeah, I bought one of those ankle boards. Just
Bought a
$50.
sweet camera.
I did buy a $200 camera, so yeah, I'm spending like crazy.
You've already gotten so much use out of that camera though. It's already getting.
I was skeptical, but it is pretty cool.
It's kind of cool.
I don't know that you could just get that effect from a filter, but it does look cool.
You could, for sure.
Listen, this year's been big for you in the fact that your feet aren't just in 1,000-mile Cliftons all the time.
You have to win Hurricane 100K.
You sized up half a size,
that was probably what changed it all. Was back in like April. Dan, because Alex Miner, love him. He just knows me. He pulled out the 8.5s, and Dan stopped him and said, "You should probably go to your true size."
I've been trying to get Caleb in the half size up for
years,
at least 2 years, maybe more.
And I finally just went with it, and it worked really well. I felt kind of dumb that I waited that long, but
It's just hard to break habits.
yeah.
I think it's time you go to a 12 and a half. I think it's time
It's
to
actually
Are you ready for the big league?
I think it's ready for you.
I hate the
to
12.
join us today.
Actually, none of us wear 12 and a half. We just say that so we can get Dan's gear.
Yeah, we're our computers.
I'm like, I'm a 12
I
and a half.
did try on
today.
your carbon shoes, and they were 13. So
Yeah, those run a size down. For sure.
Oh, you're wearing 12s though.
Whatever it is where you have to get the bigger size than what you normally wear. Size up, then I don't know.
Whatever the
They
case may
fit, Jack.
Whatever the case may
They do,
be.
they fit
Whatever the case may be.
All right. And then Mr. Logan, smoke 'em if you got 'em, Kirby. Also course record, Rim to River 100, 14:49. Some may say it was 13:40, but
I say.
14:49 official. So
Yeah.
very sick.
whole video on that if you want to go check it out, by the way.
Great video.
Big money.
It's a good one. So, anybody want to break into any of those specifically? Let's start with Cocodona, man. I mean, obviously that was the one that.
Oh yeah, this was fucking sick. No, I mean, yeah, it was great. That was the turning point. There was a lot of training leading up to that point. That was a race that I'd wanted to do for so long, I think, and just finally committed to preparing for it. I think that's kind of like running slow for a long time. I think lends itself to me really well. So I was able to prepare well for it and have the support of all you guys and the training and then the guys that came out with me to the race. But that was a crazy. It was crazy because it was like we had trained so well for it that it really wasn't that. I talked to Jack about this when we talked about it on a pod earlier, but after the race was over and even during the race, we had prepared for it so well, and like Isaac and everybody had helped so much that it really wasn't as stressful or as hard as we thought it was going to be. At least for me, like it unfolding, it was not hard really. There was times where I was pissed off because of the mud, but like as far as like problems or like real down time, there wasn't really much of it. And then afterwards, as soon as I finished, it was kind of like wasn't as great of a. I mean, it was a great moment to be done, but it wasn't as like crazy as you think it's going to be because you've kind of already done that in your head so many times. And so when you finished, it was like, holy crap, I can't believe we did that. Sick. And you're just like, yeah, nice. Yeah. But that was big for me because obviously that led to being able to talk to brands. And now I'm with Solomon and I'm able to run. Next year will be my first year as a professional. So that'll be sick. So that the crux of that for me was winning Cocodona. As I've always said, you have to win something. Unfortunately, the way our sport is now, but it may not be like that forever, but you just have to win something.
And you had
That was
said
my race.
Yeah, you had said that as like,
Yeah.
The only thing I'm missing is the big win.
Yeah. I mean, we ran just slightly faster than you at Javelin. We ran the same time, basically. 12:58.
You're in sub 13.
Yeah, you're right up. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
you run sub 13 at Javelina.
A couple of years in a row.
You run 20 minutes faster than the year you did before, which is like a good sign. Do well rim to river. I don't know what else I did really. Mostly Javelina was like what I did well.
Black Canyon.
Black Canyon wasn't great. The first year was okay. After that, it wasn't very good. But it just doesn't really matter until you win something big. And that was kind of my race that was like aligned with me internally, what I felt like I was wanting to do, what I felt like no effort preparing for, and then was able to execute it, and it went really well.
It was like a perfect race because it was everything you trained for. You were definitely the most well-trained person there. You had the speed, you had the endurance, you had the plan. But it's also highlighted on the live stream so well.
Yes.
And that, both those two married to each other and it, just blew up.
Yeah.
You were everybody's favorite by the end of it because, I mean, there's us who were in the live chat, talking about you the whole time, but no one really started to pick it up until after day one. And then more and more people hop on the train, and then by the end of it, everybody's rooting for you.
Yeah,
So I thought that was really cool.
I think it's hard to understand how big Cocodona's reach is.
Yeah.
Until like we were basically at the last day, we were like, this is crazy. We have people that we've never even heard of coming out of the woodwork, like cheering for Dan. They don't know him at all.
It's been that was a life changing moment for me, was running that race. It was huge. Like just from getting eyes on you, allowing you to tell your story as a person, as a runner. I think it really helped us as a YouTube channel gain some traction and like allow people to actually like, look into what we do here and maybe find it interesting. Not just because of Cocodona. After you get here because of Cocodona, maybe it's kind of cool. It's like everyone here is doing their own thing, which is kind of sick. So it's kind of helped all of us. It's helped me a lot. But yeah, it was crazy. The reach it had for me was nuts. I went from, follower wise, I haven't gone up a ton, but it's like you went from like 2,000 followers to like 17,000 followers, which is like kind of crazy. Not that they're all like looking at all my stuff, but it is kind of crazy to see that from someone who isn't a huge social media person.
Yeah, your Strava was private, and then like after Cocodona, it probably just blew up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at first I had my Strava private because I was like, if someone wants to see what I'm doing, they're gonna have to click, and I'm gonna have to know. That
You're like,
I want them to know that I know that they know.
Yeah, I will say also, I think for me, it was the highlight of my running of 2025 as well, like my running highlight of 25. And I was just a small piece of it, and having been there and done it, to then see it from that level was just mind-boggling. And I'm just super thankful that you asked me to be there and got to be there. And yeah, I mean, whether it would have, you got first or 50th, it wouldn't have mattered. It was just one of those things where it was like, we all bonded on that trip.
It was cool. It was like a really great bonding experience. Also, I'd say this to some people too. It's like very few things in life do you get to have a hobby that you really care about, and then you find yourself on the inside of that hobby. Like, I don't know, like we're watching, like you're consuming running content, we're watching running content, we're looking at this fall and that, and now we have somehow ended up we are in the know, we are in the inner circle somehow, which is a very rare thing. I don't think many people experience that in their hobbies. Like maybe you follow like golf really closely and you go to golf matches and you play golf and you go do little golf tournaments, but you're not playing on the PGA Tour and people don't see your name on a ticker thing. But it's like now it's like the Bargain Boys, me, all of us. It's like we are a personality, which is kind of cool. That's pretty rare. I think a lot of that's from that race and that reach that it had.
Oh, for sure.
Which it's cool. Fine by me. It's sick. It's fun to be part of something you care about,
the amount of clout that came from that race, I just didn't have any idea. Like, did anyone else have any inkling that would
like in the moment? I think in the moment, like we knew, like I knew it was big, but we were so ragged out that we were just surviving. Like
Isaac was freaking running a tight ship. Dude.
We were just surviving, and like obviously it was all like capped off by getting to run in to Flagstaff with Dan. It was like just an insane moment. And I almost missed it because I was asleep at a coffee shop.
You guys only got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep anyway.
So,
it
was the first sleep we'd got basically all week. Fell asleep, woke up, and for some reason, service, like when you went inside the shop, service, like cell service got cut off. And I was talking to Cammy. I was like, wonder how Dan's doing. And somebody's like, you guys are a fan of, like, you guys know Dan Green? I was like, yeah, we do. He's getting ready to come into Flagstaff. I was like, oh, crap. So I run outside, and everybody's running towards Dan, and I'm like, dang, I would have missed it. Like, another 20 seconds, I'd have missed it.
So it would have been.
It would have been more crazy.
So, yeah. Thankfully, we didn't. But, yeah, it definitely changed our whole year, for sure.
Oh, yeah. And cool. And we'll jump into that further, but we can't overlook the fact that Jack also finished Cocodona.
We were out there.
You were part of
We put
my.
in some.
He
You were
been training
work
block.
out there.
He
Dude, the training
finished
block
it.
was crazy.
I wish we had the stats of how much more weight you carried.
The unnecessary.
I cannot imagine how much weight I was carrying the entire
The
time.
amount of unnecessary liters of water that this man carried.
So I don't know if we
I never ran out of water.
this
I never ran out of water.
on a pod or video before, but I show up to Jack's Airbnb after crewing and pacing Dan. I hop in to help Jack and pace him for a 20-mile stretch, and I get to the Airbnb, and he's asleep. And I'm sitting in
He's
that
at the
chair.
Airbnb.
I'm at the race, dude.
I'm sitting
I
there,
don't care, man. I'm there.
and your
I'm happy.
mom is just packing your vest, and I've never seen so many 500 ml soft flasks full of water shoved in a Solomon 12-liter vest. They were everywhere.
They were everywhere.
Like, that thing's made for like 4 max.
Yeah.
And you got 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and at least 2 or 3 in the zippered pocket.
Yeah, there was a lot. There was a ton.
And we were going into the night.
Yeah, dude.
So, dude. Well,
Did you take some out?
No, man. I think I just carried them with me. Listen, I'll say this. I never ran out of water the entire race.
No.
I might have carried way more than I needed, but I never ran out of it. And hydration has always been a big thing for me. It wasn't really this hot this year, but that was a big thing going in. That someone was saturated, and my mom knew that. And she was just putting as much water as she could into my pack, and it may have been a little extra weight, but I'm not gonna say anything bad about that because I had
It
water.
just adds to the experience.
It adds to experience. It adds to the
You
lore
did
of
it in a way that no one else did.
I will say she stuffed an extra pair of pants in your pack, and I was getting ready to like say something, and I didn't have pants. But we got to whatever 8 it was.
What age is that? That's like 200 on the dot.
Yes. And we pull in, and I'm freezing my ass off, and I'm like, God, I wish I had those pants right now. Because I just had those short.
You got the Satisfy shorts, which
I
are
did.
also like super ventilated.
Yeah.
They're like wearing nothing.
Yeah, I was freezing. So I was underprepared.
But no, I definitely had a similar I definitely I didn't win or anything, but it was definitely a similar life changing experience for me too. I don't think I've ever just it's hard to boil it down just to a couple words, but man, just what an experience to be out there. And that race just has such an atmosphere that I feel like nothing else has. It's unbelievable. And also having you guys, watching you, as I've said this before, probably in the first podcast we did, but just watching how things were going for you while I was running, it was super motivating. And then when you guys finished and won, I was so hyped up. I was on my phone during the race. I shared your win to my story on
Yeah, you were doing some crazy Instagram stuff while out there.
Dude, man, I was just trying to keep my mind off it, keep my mind moving, but it was super cool. And then to have you guys come out and see me and you pace me, that was a massive boost. But I remember at one point I was getting a ton of followers on my account, and I was getting pissed because I was talking to Jade, my pacer. I was like, all these bots are following me. Why are all these bots following me? It was people that were following you that were following me afterwards. I'm like,
Dude, the bargain boy.
it was insane. I
There
was
was
what's
one
happening?
reel.
Good deal.
It was a reel that we had all collaborated on before Cocodona, and it's there's nothing special about the reel, but we're all collaborators on it.
Yeah.
So I think when he started blowing up, it was just like
I think
follow.
I think that was also.
That's exactly.
They were like, they must all be fast. Nope.
It's just Dana Caleb.
Yeah.
I was talking to Austin about it at the running shop I work at. He's like the social media guy, and he's like, "Yeah, that post is still that'll always be our biggest." They reposted because I tell people that I work at the running shop, and so they in one of the Cocodona things they tagged Roberts in it, and it's their biggest post they'll ever have.
Of course.
100%, but it's great.
Yeah, so sick. And really, that's what kind of started this whole thing and gave us an outlet was, creating Dark Horse
Yeah,
and pushing
Thanks
that
to
out.
you,
And then
Brian.
just that was accepted super well. And, to get monetized on YouTube is not an easy thing to do. And because of that, it really happened overnight. And it gave us an outlet and an opportunity to just kind of start having fun with it and doing what we're doing now. So
And you created that with just your phone, right?
that
That was
whole
all
video
fun.
is made off of multiple iPhone
You
videos.
would never know.
I was in Isaac's whatever phone he has untraceable.
We can't group this because of that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today. Like, YouTube is such a funny place where you can get, it's almost to 100,000 views. It's close to it in the 90s.
It's like 90
94,500 views as of today.
And that was all off of like old iPhones.
Yep.
Turned sideways when we had a spare moment during that race.
Yeah, that's the truth too, because we were like, we had thought going in, we're like, oh, this will be fine. We're gonna have time. You and I had even talked about like we're gonna get like 100 miles in.
Yeah, we were planning on.
We're gonna run.
We were planning on running a bunch outside of the race.
That's crazy. Yeah, I knew the Grand Canyon was in there at one point.
Yeah,
we were talking about the Grand Canyon. The guys were like, "We'll do a rim to rim to rim, dude, real quick. We'll just knock it out."
We were both in the middle of a big block. We were going to get 100 miles that week, and we were so wrong.
Oh,
on so many levels.
So yes,
we missed an Airbnb in Prescott.
Yep.
Well, we were there for 2 hours, and then had to leave because you were outrunning the Airbnb schedule. And so it was like getting anything at all was a miracle.
That wasn't my fault. That was shout out Harry Sabertus. Get it out hot, brother.
It was very hot.
The first 24 hours of that race was nuts.
It was so hot. We ran 18-hour 100.
Yeah.
First one.
Yeah, we had to adapt, and to your point, that just keeping the consciousness of like, okay, we want to capture this, and we want the world to see it, and then the fact that you ended up winning was just like,
well,
I think we all knew it was going to happen. Like that's the whole reason we had the foresight to plan it the way it was planned.
Well,
yeah, we knew that there was a good chance.
Grateful for that because I mean, not without having people capture what we do. I mean, it's big for me. It's huge for who I am, what I can do, especially that video. That was cool. It's also nice to have that, like, which there's live stream footage, which I still have yet to go back and look at the live stream footage. But just to have, like, a video that we'll have forever, when I'm, like, really old and crusty. Hopefully YouTube still exists then. And I can be like, I'll go into a running shop and be like, I used to run 200-mile races. And they're like, shut up, dude. I'm like, look it up.
You want to see it?
Look my name up.
I just think of Jerome, which I think was like the pinnacle of how just completely crazy that race was. Because you were bringing him in, right? You brought him in to Jerome.
We were coming off a real terrible section.
Yeah. So it was a whole night of hellacious mud that was just like quicksand.
The easiest section, supposed to
be. We get to Jerome, and they don't have the aid station set up. We were in the middle of the Arizona mountain towns that
there is nothing in Jerome.
Nothing.
Jerome is so weird.
There is nothing.
Strange.
It's like a movie
even remotely close by. Dan has had no hot protein at this point. We are arguing with what we would find out to be later as Jim Bill's mom.
Now we all feel terrible about it.
No, it wasn't you. It was me. I was running on no sleep. I'm like, how do you not have hot protein? Anyway, they did the best they could with what they had. And we did the same. So Isaac and I we drive 40 minutes to get Denny's in the middle of the night. We get back to Jerome. There is no shelter or anything. It's raining, and we knew Dan needed to sleep. So we had all of our luggage in this Turo minivan because we had outpaced the Airbnbs. So it was raining, but Dan needed to sleep. So we took all of our luggage out, set it in the rain. In the parking lot at Jerome. We pulled the seats out of the minivan. We pulled everything out. Put an inflatable air mattress up. And we're just all standing outside in 40 degrees in rain. Dan slept. He ate a McDonald's big breakfast. No, it wasn't even McDonald's. It was just Denny's. It was just Denny's at that time.
Even better.
And so it is a literal miracle that we captured anything.
Yes. We have footage from that.
We were just barely surviving.
Oh, yeah.
I can just remember thinking
it seemed really dialed when I got there.
I could just remember thinking the live stream has to just be laughing at us.
Oh, they were.
No, dude. They maybe were doubting that, but they weren't.
They
were doubting the minivan power later on.
They made the whole experience.
Silver bullet.
So
Ryan may have had a Suburban. We had a minivan.
That's right.
Much more agile.
It's kind of poetic how all that works.
Yeah, it's
It was
like
crazy.
insane to run against Courtney and Ryan there, Sands, and now I'm their teammate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of sick. Got to talk to them both. Ryan and I didn't really talk much about Cocodona, but he's going back to run it again. So I think he's going to go there and do some crazy stuff.
It's awesome.
A year without that mud, people are going to go.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think now, especially after what everyone did the rest of the year in 200s, like, and just every race nowadays, it's just going to, people are going to go, they're going to go out that fast again and continue going that fast for even longer.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Which, if we didn't have the mud, I think that we also could have gone 4 or 5 hours faster as
Yeah.
well.
Oh,
That mud is
But-
insane.
And if we didn't finish, if you went down, if it was the original finish, it would also be faster.
True. Very true.
That descent down Eldon on the rocks,
as you were falling asleep.
as I was
it
falling asleep, I
disaster.
couldn't find any caffeine gels. I was banking on those.
Over there.
They were there. I was falling asleep. We're trying to go down. It was just treacherous.
It's a
fucking
horrible
terrible.
descent, man. It's scary.
It was horrible, dude. My little poles that I found out now are too short for me. They were just like, I'd like put some pressure on them, like bend. And then I'm like, oh no, I'm like, don't bank on me now.
You lost several hours up and down Alabama.
Oh yeah,
because
it
of
was
that.
slow. It took me
Yeah.
like 5-6 hours to go over that thing.
Yeah.
Which is like, it was only 12 miles up and over or less.
So yeah. But
Good
meanwhile, I guess it was kind of almost a blessing in disguise because you would also, for whatever reason, kind of outpace the finish line setup. And thankfully, Eldon slowed you down enough to where
You guys could set it up.
we could get it set up. So when we got to Flagstaff, the finish line wasn't set up yet. It was just kind of chaos. And they pull up with a giant box truck, and we kind of all jumped in, and they had time to do it.
Yeah.
So it ended up working out fine, and that's kind of our first, second exposure to John G, I think, and what linked the whole thing together.
Yeah.
But we saw him at Sedona too,
Yeah, we did.
and then at the finish line, and so that was great.
So in Sedona, we did see Mike, and at that point, we didn't know who he was. And
But we were decked out in John G already.
we were all decked out in John G because fans of John G. And he comes over and just starts talking. And we're like, yeah, we're here crewing Pace and Dan. And he's like, oh man, that's awesome. So we started chatting it up. And he just loved the fact that we all already had the gear on. And then Fred comes in pacing you, and he's all in John G.
Yeah.
So immediately,
It's a big John G,
Mike
yeah.
is he's like, wow, these are real dudes that are actually using the product.
It was just a cool connection.
Quick break to thank Janji, the official sponsor of the Bargain Boys podcast. We're super excited to have them on board and super thankful for their belief in us. I'm personally a huge fan of the Janji Half Tight. They come full of pockets, so I can keep my pockets full with everything I'm going to need on trail. I've used them for all kinds of races, from the JFK 50 to the Cocodona 250, and they've worked flawlessly in both of those situations. Use code BARGAIN and save yourself 10%. Thanks again to Janji. Back to the show.
But yeah, it was good.
We didn't have any eyes on us until after Cocodona.
Deservedly so, probably.
Deservedly so, yes. That was the breakout.
Okay.
It wasn't the breakout.
All right, well, let's
Move
do
on.
this.
Let's move
Let's jump to Caleb, because your first half of the year, you were still battling some injury and still recovering and getting back to 100%. And you did that successfully. I mean, your Strava, mileage graph is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Just it's based on solid, just increases and doing it the right way, and not rushing it. And you kind of used Highland Sky 40 as your springboard back into eliteness. So both of you kind of walk us through that. I mean, you both had huge days there.
Yeah, so you kind of have to go back a few, like almost 2 years where I actually got hurt at the initial injury. So I ran Grindstone, did pretty well there, was on a high, and then I ran the Frozen Sasquatch 50K, and that's when I tore my labrum. Didn't know at the time, but something was off, and the whole 2024 year just felt weird. Something was up, I didn't know exactly what it was. Eventually, it wasn't until after Javelina last year, I was like, okay, I want to get back into training again, but something's still not right. So I was at the point where I was like limping during runs in December, like a year ago last year. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Is this from just javelina? Like, so I eventually went and got an MRI, found out it was a torn labrum, and then met with a PT, and then I actually got a second opinion from our buddy Butch, and he's the one that really helped me out with kind of creating this plan of how to get back, because I didn't really know how do you overcome a torn labrum, because it's not something you can fix unless you get surgery. But where mine wasn't that bad, it wasn't like a complete tear. He helped me strengthen all the muscles around it to kind of protect it and whatnot. So yeah, like January and February were really tough because that was like your guys' winter arc where you guys were training hardcore all the time, and me and Logan were at the Y struggling to
We'd like see you guys in the sauna. It was just
we're just
like,
depressed. And, we're trying to ride the bike, and it was just super boring, not getting anything out of it. So it's frustrated, depressed, and it really had some heart to hearts with Butch about like am I done? Is this like are my running days over? And he kept reminding me that it's just an injury. It's something you can overcome. You just have to strengthen it, and then have a slow, steady progression back. And thankfully, I was able to do that slow, steady progression throughout March and throughout April. Actually, the first race I did was the Canal Trace 50K, and it was not very good. I mean, I won, but it was like the slowest time I'd run in several years, and it just the fitness wasn't there. I was very hesitant, running on trails. So, but that was kind of like the first check mark into getting a little bit of confidence. And then, we signed up for Highland Sky. And then it's funny because I actually got hurt after Highland Sky, or actually the week of, and then it took me out for a little bit after. Highland Sky was really important for me because it gave me a lot of confidence that I was able to still race trails. Because if you can race Highland Sky, those technicality of trails, you can pretty much do anything. And was able to race Butch, was able to race Logan, and had a good little battle, and it was a lot of fun. So looking forward to like Hurricane 100K and then Javelina, I was able to have confidence I could actually do this thing and train really well for it. So by that point, August, September, October, I was able to get a lot of good training in, and thanks to you guys as well, because we got a lot of workouts in, we got a lot of good long runs in. Yeah, just things kind of snowball from there.
Yeah.
And thankfully, knock on wood, things are still feeling pretty good. Still,
You had a heck of a Javelina too.
Yeah.
After
that was very.
It was just unfortunately Javelina went bananas this year.
Yeah, I mean, I am not upset with how it went. I wish I could have run an hour faster, but then again,
I mean, a 13-hour hundo is impressive.
Yeah, and I think I could have done a few things a little bit better, but all things considered, I mean, I had a good day. I'm happy with it. I want to go back at some point because I think I can cut some time off. But I mean, 13 hours is pretty good. I'm like happy with the feelings that I had during the race too. Like I never gave up. I never threw the towel or anything like that. Like I was racing the entire time. I just knew that I wasn't racing with Will Murray and David Roche and Canyon. Like that's okay. I think I can be very happy.
They knew that they were racing like that either.
Oh, I don't think so either. I will say, I've been thinking about this. I don't think they would have run nearly as fast if we didn't have that pack in the first loop going that fast.
Because everyone's thinking there's 10 other people that are
exactly
right here.
And it felt so effortless. Like we were just rolling out there, talking, having fun. But we set the tone for a really fast day. I think if we would have just hung back and all just kind of ran like normal, like maybe a little bit under 7, they would have still run fast. But I don't think they would have gone for like the 30 minutes under course record.
Yes. That's the beauty of going to a competitive race,
Exactly.
That's why race directors are like, we need as many of those as we can get here.
Yeah.
If you had to go back or if you could go back, would you have still raced Hurricane 100K as aggressively as you did and as close to?
Yeah. There's like Hurricane 100K did not affect me anywhere negative with Javelina. Like if anything, it actually helped me. Because I think the mental fortitude of being able to do looped courses and the confidence, racing against some really fast people in our backyard, that's something you can't really, you can't buy that. I mean, having a fast race in our backyard is something that's, I think, really awesome.
I think the confidence was the big thing that you got gained from Hurricane, because it was a couple years of probably not the kind of outcomes you wanted and then kind of took all that frustration out on Herc, and then ended up with an instant result.
Yeah, and like I didn't know how I could run that race, so I just went for my goal and then stopped thinking after that. So we were actually running faster than my goal pace, but it wasn't really that concerned. I was just going to let it happen and see how it all shook out. So yeah, that was probably the best race I've had since Grindstone, I think.
Hurricane.
Yeah,
It was crazy to watch. I was there because I was just doing a relay, part of a relay. It was nuts to watch.
Yeah, it was one of those races
You were
that,
going hard the whole time.
yeah, it's similar to Javelina when you're one of the guys not in the front, and you're like, man, I'm running a respectable race, but you know you're nowhere even in the same stratosphere as who's going to win it. It was that kind of day for you, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think it was all. We were all together for the first couple of miles.
2 miles, and then you
it's more
took
than
off sprinting.
And then Butch said something like, "Oh yeah, I thought we were going to go faster than this." I was like, "All right, screw you, dude. Like, let's go." Like
The whole Hurricane 100K story from this year was really fun to listen to. Like that pod was really fun.
that was a lot of fun.
There's so many stories that happened that day. You taking souls, it was great.
Yes.
And Logan's the end of the race for you was just really funny.
Yeah.
Just pretty sick.
So Hurricane 100K was both of our like I would say confidence boosting races for sure because like that was your longest race you've ever done at that point, and it was a great opportunity to dial things down, but also just to see if we can actually handle that type of race.
100%.
So
Did you guys both wear the Cloud Ultra Pro?
I did. You didn't.
I wore the Las Sportivas.
Shoe of the year for both y'all.
That's
Two
true.
great shoes, yeah.
Yep.
Classics. Absolutely classics. Well, Caleb, your recovery and like from this injury was very inspiring throughout the year because I feel like we're all lucky enough to see you from the very beginning to I feel like your athletic performance. And it was just like I don't know, it was crazy to see the increase. Because I remember being on the treadmill with you at the start of the year.
And I couldn't do it. Remember, like I was trying to run like an incline treadmill, and I like you just had to stop it. I couldn't run the next day because it was like flared up so bad. That was
running like 13 flat. Like crazy. In like what, 8 months, 9 months?
Yeah. And that was the thing. It's very apparent for us because we've seen you, at your fittest, and then we saw where you ended up in like the pits of your injury, and then to see you climb back out of that and get back to just elite levels of fitness in a pretty short time frame. To Jack's point, super inspiring, man. So hats off.
I'm blessed that it wasn't that long. It felt a lot longer. It felt like I was out of it for years, but thankfully it was only a few months, like half a year almost. Like it just felt like
how injury warps your
it
sense of
does.
time.
Yeah, it really does. Like injuries, they play with your mind so mad. Like
Injury or just not. I think if you're a person who's like really into training, you love working hard, you love having a goal that you're working towards. When you're not doing that, like I'm not injured right now, but I liken that to me taking this off-season thing that I'm doing right now. Sucks. It seems like it's been months since I've like done anything hard.
It's been like 7 days.
It's still, it's like not even like I'm not doing that. It's like I'm still running like 40, 50 miles a week. So it's not even like really that of an off season. But in my mind, it's crazy how your mind does that. It's not healthy. It's probably not, it's not good.
But it's also the mindset you have to have to push the limits.
Exactly.
To push them.
yeah.
So, it's a blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm. Because you're kind of in the same.
Yeah. I mean,
when you're getting after it, you're like, you're really getting after it, and then you've just gotten a couple nagging injuries here and there that just like totally sidetrack.
Oh yeah, it train wrecks your whole mindset for sure.
Yeah.
Injuries are rough.
Sickness is rough.
Sickness is rough. Yeah. So,
Anything else you want to say on those races, or?
I think that's about it. Just really happy with how the last part of the year went. And it makes me really excited for 2026, although very confused because I don't know what I want to do. But, yeah, still looking at races, still trying to figure out how to make things work.
You always count us. What?
First year ever.
You said that this year, too.
Yeah, but
You said you weren't going to do it, and then you did.
I did, you're right. But this is actually on a meet week, so I can't do it this time.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see. There's a lot of races I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a donor.
Sure, yeah.
Ryan's got more influence.
Listen here, Coach Roberts. Caleb's gonna need off about 6 weeks this upcoming year. Paid off.
We're going to CCC. That's just.
Yeah.
We're heading to CCC.
Well, it's been awesome, man. Congrats on a huge year.
Great year.
Super fun to watch. All right, Logan. Obviously, a massive year for you. When you ran Highland Sky, was that your longest at that time?
It was.
And then when you ran Hurricane 100K, was that your longest at that time?
It was.
And then you popped your cherry at Rim to River 100 to
Yeah,
also make that the furthest you've ever ran. So
Yes.
4 distance PRs. Let's start with Highland Sky. I mean, you kind of followed Caleb's path as well, just a build up into the end of the year for your A race.
Yeah. I had surgery on my foot. I had a nerve removed last December. It took me a while to come back. I wanted to race cabin fever, but I couldn't get back in time. Probably came back to training too soon, reflared everything, just like I always do.
Probably.
And,
Zero.
And then
90.
And then I had planned on running Mount Mitchell 50 in March, and then my daughter got sick and had to call that off like the night before. So I had not raced for a while. Kind of got my mileage back leading up to Highland Sky, but I had not spent much time on the trails, and that really got me at Highlands this year. I ran a good 30 miles, and then basically the wheels came off, and so it was what we needed though for the day. I left that race pretty hungry. Caleb, he kicked my butt in the last 5 miles, so it was what I needed for sure. And then following that, I just tried to keep things consistent. I had a little bit of a roller coaster of the summer between that and Hurricane, but I was able to keep my mileage pretty consistent. Hit a few of my first 100-mile weeks in that stretch, and kind of last minute decided to jump into Hurricane. Had no goal whatsoever besides just run, and I knew I needed a day of that magnitude, just mileage-wise, leading up to Rim, and I knew that the looped course would be a good like mental training day too for a 100-miler. So it went better than I thought. Broke 9 hours in that race, which I was super pleased with for a 100K debut, and it was just fun in general. It didn't feel like too horrific. And recovery wasn't bad out of that race.
No, it wasn't.
I think I was back to 60 or 70 miles the next week. So it was a perfect lead up race for Rim to River. And then kind of band-aided my mileage together between that and Rim. I was dealing with like a little bit of, my foot was pretty flared up. But we made it to Rim healthy, and got it done. So that race went really well. I was thankful for everybody who came out and had the A-team crew there. It really, all those things came together to make it like the perfect day. And then, unfortunately, I've had a pretty rough end of the year. Had some nagging injuries post-Rim that I was struggling to get over with my ankle. And, long story short, back to where it's feeling good now. Still a little unstable.
You got an MRI. It was to the point where you were like, I maybe broke something.
Yeah,
Or did
I was
something
pretty sure.
serious.
Like,
Sacrifice.
was either broken or torn, but it ended up being some inflammation in like my tendon sheath.
Just the tendon sheath.
Just the old tendon sheath. Yeah.
You don't really even need that.
You can replace
So,
it.
I've been doing a bunch of PT, and I think we're to a position I'm ready to start building again. Unfortunately, where that leaves me is having no clue. Like, really, the last month and a half has been like the crucial time to lock down my race schedule, and my mind has just been anywhere but wanting to think about racing because of just where I've been, like not able to train how I've wanted to. And so my schedule is completely open next year. I have nothing on the calendar except maybe Hurricane. And so,
Cabin fever.
well, I've got cabin fever, but I don't know if I can get back in time for it. So
If anyone's got to get
it
a
just
race.
depends on how much.
Dark horse.
It,
Yeah.
Dark.
it depends on how
Me too.
much the Pittsburgh trash talk how heavy that is. If it gets too heavy, I'm coming out of the we're erasing it for sure. But anyway, so that's kind of exciting in a way that everything is open. I think I'm going to stick to like some shorter stuff for a while until I feel confident that my durability is.
Still have one.
Oh no way. I think I'm a cold weather racer for sure. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited because this year had some really high highs. Obviously, it had some really low lows as well. But I'm excited to know that the potential is there if I can piece together a healthy training block.
We'll be there for it.
So,
Well,
yeah.
we knew you were a dog, but then after witnessing what transpired at Rim to River and how you handled that, I mean, that was just like next level. I don't even know, man.
It was masterclass, dude.
It was, yeah.
I felt not worthy, but just like, I was like, damn, what I do is freaking not sufficient. This is what like being, I hate to use the term because it's like overused, locked in. This is like extreme focus in the race. I'm like, I can't say that I've ever been that extremely focused while at a race.
Yeah.
And still had a smile on your face sometimes, but not a lot of
sometimes.
Yeah, but it was insane to see, dude. You had it all done, and I was gonna bring this up about how you got to doing Rim to River is a total reflection of your who you are as a person. Where you meticulously, you would never just jump into a race that you were not certain you would do well at and be prepared for, because you did Highland Sky 40 miles, longest you ever ran. Then you did Hurricane, longest you ever ran. And then you're like, okay, now I can do Rim to River.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that was like a perfect, and you did well at all those, but it was like, there would have been no other way for Logan Kirby to do a lead up to his first 100-mile race, other than doing those races leading up to it.
A perfect progression.
It was a perfect progression.
Well, I appreciate that. And
it was well done. And it was culminated at the race, which you can see it in the video. It does a really good job on Altered Line of like capturing how seriously you took it, how committed you and your whole family was to helping you achieve like a goal that you had set for yourself. It was cool. It was nice to be a part of. I got to run with you for a lot of it.
I appreciate that.
I mean, got to cut Ryan's pacing. Unfortunately.
It was for sure like, yeah, it was a day that it will be hard to ever replicate a day that special for sure. Racing for me.
First one, yeah.
It's true.
It's also like, I also realized during that race, it would be hard to do this multiple times in a year. Like, go to this point within yourself. So that's where it's like crazy that you guys have done so many big races in a year, in years.
Especially this guy.
Yeah, it would be hard to go to that place mentally. Like, you're pulling stuff from way deep down.
Great.
So, for sure.
Well, it's one of the most inspiring things, and I feel like I've said that multiple times while I've been sitting here, watching Dan being inspired, watching Caleb being inspired, being a part of that with you was just like, man, it's all about just surround yourself with these kinds of people. And I mean, even if you just gain a small percentage of what they're capable of, it makes you better. So it's pretty wild.
Be around winners.
I mean, that's really what we're all doing on daily, That I've talked about this a lot, but the racing is cool, but I think the better part is the daily mileage. I mean, the
oh yeah,
3 to 5 times a week we're running together or whatever. I mean, that grind is what, like, I would trade it all. I would trade every race away to have just like, a lifetime of good training.
it's true.
Yeah,
for sure. That's the secret sauce.
It makes me feel like I'm back in cross country college again.
It's team, dude.
Like,
Yeah,
It's the team.
it's major.
We got
team.
practice a couple times a week, dude.
Yeah, we've got at least one workout in there.
Yeah.
Somebody's working out and somebody else is hopping into it.
yeah.
For sure.
I'm still saying we need a media day. We need JCT. But
Yeah.
we're gonna go there with
Turtletnecks.
Yeah.
That's some bargain
Sweaters.
sweaters.
Just, oh yeah.
Pose up. I think that's the next step.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Absolutely.
What is it? What is it?
So who's next?
You're
That's a
next.
great year.
Me.
Yeah.
Oh man, my long.
I mean, after Cocodona, I can relate a bit because after Cocodona, for me, it was like that was the pinnacle running experience for me, and I have been chasing that high ever since. How do you feel? Has that been the same case for you, where you're like, things sound kind of enticing, but then when it comes to, you're just like kind of not fully in, or like?
Would you say too that for your build up to Cocodona, is that when you really, because you didn't run in school?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say the build up for you for Cocodona was like when you really got fully into running?
Yes.
Like you were in,
Yes.
but then it's
The
like,
transformation of
different.
Jack has been insane.
The transformation.
The first time I ever met Jack,
Mhm.
you showed up in like 4 hoodies, Turner Park, and you were like dying running, whatever we were.
Because you had 4 hoodies on.
4 or 6 miles, your heart rate was probably like 190.
Yeah, I was going.
And then
loose with it.
this winter block happens, and Jack's dropping like
some 5 miles.
a 4:45 mile, and you're like, what in the actual heck? Jack is like elite.
Dude, I wouldn't call myself elite, definitely not. But I definitely sort of, this winter was the most inspired I've ever been. I always sort of try to follow my heart with these races and stuff. Like, I have to really want it and be into it, or it just doesn't feel right to me. And Cocodona was definitely the most right I've ever felt with a race, or really anything. Like, I was really dedicated and focused on training for that. And training with you all was definitely, like, it made it all more enjoyable and hyped me up even more. But it was, yeah, I to go on what you were saying, Ryan, it's definitely been tough afterwards trying to kind of not replicate that high, but just find something worth chasing in my head. And I'm still kind of trying to figure out what that is at this point.
It's kind of like a drug.
It's not
It
the
is.
Arizona Monster.
It's not the monster. We're out of the monster.
We're out of the Monster.
It wasn't hyping me up, and
Just kind of find
just
Too
wasn't.
bad you couldn't have realized that before you paid for it.
Hey,
No,
he's saving
sorry.
money in the long haul. We talked about this.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
I saved money in the long haul. It was either get some of my money back or spend like $5,000 on Airbnbs, flights, and then not be into it. Drag everyone out there, and then drop out or something. Just because I wasn't into it. So we're not doing that right now. We're signed up for Cabin Fever, of course. We have to go back. We have to defend the land.
We do.
We have to defend the gorge
Shout out
from
Pittsburgh. Shout out Pittsburgh.
certain invaders.
Just limit your V8 intake on that morning, and you'll have a much better chance.
Honestly, I think if I drink more, I'm gonna be better.
Exactly.
less tailwind.
More caffeine, dude.
More caffeine, but
My goal is 700 milligrams that race.
700 milligrams.
But that's a different topic.
It's like a 3.
Anyways, yes. Cabin Fever, love Cabin Fever. The heart is in Cabin Fever every year. The heart wants Cabin Fever, and then the Rim to River 100 lottery. Hopefully, we get in. We'll
Find
see.
out on this week's Eve.
Yes, this week, Christmas Eve. Very exciting.
You'll be
Brian. All right, sorry.
I'm right.
He's not.
I'm right.
He's not watching this, but if he is,
No. But there's still a few things on the schedule right now, and I do feel like I was thinking about doing something out west, but I'm not sure I will, just for financial reasons next year. But if something pops up and I'm really into it, and I really, really want to do it, then money be damned, we're going out there. So
I might be pulling you to Mammoth then.
I'll go to Mammoth.
Always there.
If you're
I'll be there.
financial obligations over.
I'll be the man. I'll go to Mammoth. Why not?
all right.
But I do like. I am really, really psyched. I think the thing right now I'm most psyched about for next year is like all y'all's races and helping out and seeing them like Mammoth and you guys go back to Rim to River or whatever happens. I'm super excited about seeing where that goes at the moment. But we're gonna see what happens. But it's definitely been tough since then. I'm trying to find that thing again that I'm that hyped up about.
No, I get it, man. I totally get it, for sure.
You've found a groove though. I feel like with some of this shorter, faster stuff here lately.
Me?
Like, what's exciting you?
Yeah, I think I had kind of a tough year, honestly. I mean, it wasn't a great race year. I had a great training year and all that. Races were not great after Cabin Fever. I mean, really 2 DNFs, and I really only counted as one. Wasatch, I didn't want to be there. I think to your point of you have to sign up for these things so early and you might get in the lottery. And then by the time it rolls around, it's like I've lost kind of a little bit of the want or desire.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Tahoe, that whole situation,
That was rough, dude.
that was rough, and it is what it is. But then Wasatch came around. I was like, man, I felt, to your point of you having the maturity to be like, for the monster, and be like, man, that's not where my heart is. I'm not going to go out there and just waste my time. I didn't make that decision until I was already out there.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck, and it's just like, whatever. And I knew before that, and I talked to Isaac about this. I'm sure I talked to some of you guys about it. I was like, I just need something different.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I've been doing the same thing for so long, and really with no structure, no variety, until this
No
past.
pun intended. You want to like stretch. It's like when you're stuck in a position for a long time, like you're sitting down for a long time, and you want to stand up and stretch.
Yeah.
It's like you want to stretch your legs out.
Yeah.
You want to run a little different pace, do a little different structure.
Yeah.
I
just needed to
push different limits.
I needed for it to feel new again. I needed the excitement. I missed the days of like researching stuff and like trying to understand something or reading different ways. Like, I used to think 100 miles was insane. I was like, how could anybody do that? Now I'm like, what else is insane? Well, maybe for me, going as fast as I can is insane. Yeah. So I'm really hyped up on that right now. I jumped really quick into Columbus, and it went decently well. I mean, the weather was
You got weather plague.
insane.
It's always
weather plague. Yeah.
You got weather hit again.
Yeah, 2 races I finished were insane weather. But also that kind of kept the fire going, because I was like, man, what is possible with more training and a good day and some structure, and like now knowing kind of what to do. So yeah, just in this period and block of trying to train smarter and better and harder. And, Caleb was nice enough to build me a real plan that's structured to my needs and capabilities. And so, yeah, it's, I've kind of found my fire for running again by still running, just in a different way, I guess. So still being in the mountains and in the woods and long runs, but it's also nice to
Rip it
every once in
Fun
a
to
while.
rip. Workouts are fun.
Yeah, and failing workouts. I just failed workout Saturday, and again, I'm like more fired up now to not let that happen again. And I've been missing that since Cocodona.
Yeah.
Honestly, where I care enough to be like, I'm gonna eat right. I'm gonna do the little things right. I'm gonna do all the things you used to do, and then you kind of fall into just the norm. So it's nice to just break out of that.
No, absolutely true. And I feel like Saddles for me it was a bad day anyways. I wasn't feeling good, but my head wasn't in it either. After that, yeah, it was kind of like my Wasatch. Mm-hmm. Like, I definitely just didn't really want to be there. Like, when you wake up in the morning, I feel like you want to be like, let's do this. When I woke up, I was like, let's just get this done. Yeah. And that's not what you want, especially when you're already feeling bad and you're like, you have a lot of suffering coming up. You're like, oh, this is not good.
I felt that at JFK.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I was not wanting to. I mean, you guys were working out with me during that block. It was like 2 months of me every workout saying I felt terrible. I'm like, I shouldn't. Maybe not 2 months, but like at least 4 weeks where I was like, man, I do not feel good.
Yeah,
I do not feel good. I should not do this race, but maybe I should. Maybe I'll feel better. And then I still went and did it, and it went exactly as you would expect it would go. It was freaking terrible, and it was just too short to drop out and just long enough to really suck, and it was depressing. That was a huge depressing moment for me.
From the outside looking in, you kept telling us that you were feeling bad, but still hitting every split in workouts and still running really well. So we were like, well, his bad day is still gonna be everybody else's good day. So
no, it was real bad.
Yeah,
the build for that was able to hide a lot of of problems because it's not that fast. Like, to run those workouts, you can still run them in training. Like, it's not that hard to run 6-minute pace for some people, not everybody, but it's like you can kind of muster through that and kind of fake your way through it. And you're like, well, maybe I'll just feel okay on race day. Yeah, dude. But yeah, it hit a lot. That workout, that build, it hit a lot of problems from my brain because I was still hitting the workouts, like you're saying, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just feel better. But I really didn't want to do it. But I
And
did.
if the soul's not
We
in it,
thugged it out though.
you did thug it out.
Yeah.
If the soul's not in it, it's just not gonna.
Nah, dude.
It's not gonna be the one.
I was on the freaking Sino Canal running like 9-minute pace. It was rough.
On your birthday.
On my birthday. It was terrible.
My favorite line, maybe ever from you, is you said, "This might not be my day,
Yeah.
but I'm damn sure gonna make it my night."
Yes. I went to my parents. I went back to my parents' house and I licked my wounds with about 13 Coors Lights. And I woke up the next day. I went and did a little jog, and then I rode a bike with Sydney, and I was back. I was refreshed, and so I've been on a refreshing journey since then.
Crushing
It's
journey.
been good.
Well, I think we've all learned, like, if you're not 100% in, be 100% out, and just wait.
That's a great quote.
Yeah,
wait till you're ready. You know, it's okay to. Just because you've signed up for something doesn't mean you have to be fully committed into it. Like, and you're better off to maybe just kind of sit one out every once in a while. There's no shame in that.
You gotta be ready to die for it, man.
Yeah.
If you're not ready to die for it, you will die.
it's true.
And when you're willing to die for it, that's when things go right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're full. You're all in.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about what's gonna happen. You're not thinking about. I mean, it's just you're at a different level.
February
Your mind's
18th,
a different place.
cabin fever. Well,
Yeah,
die.
2026. 2026 is the year of being dialed.
We almost did last year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
You're saying not 5,000 miles by November?
Not 5,000. Too many miles, too many races this year. I'm running 1,000 less miles next year. Maybe. Near 1,000 less miles, and it's going to be a lot more precise. More weight room, more stretching,
Temple of Iron.
more specific training. It's going to be good. I'm going to save my legs. I'll be doing this for another 10 years.
Oh yeah. You gotta come with me. You come with me.
I lifted today.
Dude, come with me.
I'm doing stabilizer stuff. I was doing this thing with a little kettlebell where I was on one leg and I pass it to one side, pass it to the other.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm hearing right now? Hybrid.
No,
Hybrid.
I'm not a hybrid athlete.
Hybrid era,
Have you
2026.
seen my biceps?
Do you have Hydrox in your bio now?
Hydrox?
No.
Or what is it?
Hi, Rob.
Hydrox.
I got the shoes. I'm ready.
Logan is not hybrid.
What if we pull out a go one more hat from behind the couch?
Oh,
I know a guy.
We know
got
too.
a couple. Adam Perry.
man. Shout out to Adam.
Dude, Adam showed me his. I got to go spend some time with him, and he was wearing something satisfying. I was like, "How much satisfying stuff do you have?" And he's just like, "Oh no, you don't want to know." he pulled out just a piece of his hoard. It was like 3 or 4 shirts, a couple of hats,
Insane.
It's about thousands of dollars.
shoes.
I don't want to give away its finances.
He's set though. He's got enough shoes to last him for probably 2.5 years.
Speaking of, you just went to Trey.
Yes, I got to go to TRE with Solomon. God bless their souls. It was sick.
TRE Trey.
There's if we want to talk about that kind of stuff, I mean, dude, 2026, like 2025, it's going to be a huge year for running. Shoes, small brands, gear, all that kind of stuff, because everything's sick. Everything looks really nice, especially all the Solomon stuff. It's the best. But it was awesome to go there as a running shop guy. I've been working in a running shop for a long time and always known about TRE and wanted to go and finally got to go. So it was sweet.
Yeah.
Just to walk around, talk to everybody, hopefully network a little bit for the Bargain Boys and myself. So that was cool. So hopefully we get some more sponsors to come. We've got, at least I have some of them that I haven't told you guys about yet. So that's cool. Yeah.
Well, there's so much.
Sick.
I mean, there's just so much.
I don't even know what to really say about it. It was just all the tech and new
It's
things
exciting.
and get to talk to everybody. Like, got to talk to the Mountain Coast people, and that was cool because they were just like one instance, and it was just interesting to hear like how they developed that shoe and like talk to the people that developed it. Or same thing with Solomon. Like, we got to talk with some of the team from Annecy was there, like kind of just scouting the market, like making sure like, okay, are other brands using similar materials? Are we kind of in the right direction? Like, just I think that every brand has a person or team that does that, kind of checks on everybody else's. Everybody else's. It's like every brand has a Mr. Slugworth who's like trying to find the special recipe. You know, they're like all checking stuff out, and it was just cool to talk to them about like they knew all the materials and like all the stuff that I was using, and it was kind of interesting to put a face to that.
Yeah.
You know, everything you use in the running world has a lot of research and development behind it. It's like more than you would even think. Even though it seems thrown together, some of it, it's not. Someone really thought about it.
Extreme research.
Well, it's definitely exciting. There's so much good stuff coming for sure. So that's going to be fun to see.
That was sick. That finished my year off.
Man, I was just thinking, who the hell is Trey?
Dude, that's what the cool kids call it.
People do call it Trey. It's like when you go to Chamonix, people call it Sham.
Yeah, dude.
They're like, yeah, I catch a train to Sham.
Yeah.
They would call it that.
I'm like, what?
Sham.
Sham.
ShamWow. I couldn't stop laughing at that.
Rip that guy.
Is he
I
dead?
think he passed away.
Passed away.
I thought he was running for Senate.
Yeah. That's way off.
I'm telling you, I'm not even lying.
That can't be true.
No, I'm for real. That's off topic. I'm pretty sure he is.
Boys, is that it?
Well, real quick. So moving into 26, you're back with Solomon.
I'm with
Not
Solomon.
back with, still with.
I'm with Solomon. Solomon, Garmin, Morton. Bless your souls. We're going to try our hardest. We're going to do our best.
Heck yeah.
I'm happy. It's going to be sick.
And then the channel, we have another year with Janji. Yeah, lots coming up. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good year.
I'm excited.
It's just got to film the right way.
Horizontal.
Horizontal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one told me.
Miles will be ran.
Yeah, we got.
Segments will be.
I'm about to say, new video hopefully soon to arise is segment snipers. Can we say that?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to say that?
We're saying it right now.
Saying it.
Segment snipers.
New series
Snipers.
coming out on Bargain Boys Media Channel. Segment Snipers.
Mm-hmm.
We advise everyone in their own areas. Why not go after this? Why not target someone's segment?
Find the one that's
Maliciously.
sat there since 2016,
Why not walk there and then?
or some guy who was visiting town
100%.
over Christmas.
Purple shoes.
He lives in like Vermont or something.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Snipe that thing back.
Take it back. Your hometown segment.
Defend your turf.
And go for some hard things. You know, failures, you can always try again the next day.
Exactly.
Lay the groundwork, Caleb. Good job, buddy.
Did you try again? Did you get it?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to, though.
We're going to.
after this.
It's going to be episode 1.5 because Jack filmed episode 1 in the wrong direction.
No one told me. Listen, I was having bigger problems.
It's been it's been a great reel someday.
It's going to make a good reel. It's going to make a really good short.
Yeah.
It's going to be excellent.
I'll sit in the archives for a minute.
Oh.
Oh, man.
I'm just
Send it to me. I'll do something. I'll
I was tasting blood for so long.
Is there a long clip of it I could just see, a cab, just to see what you guys are talking about? Have you seen it, Logan?
I haven't.
I want to see the raw footage.
It's pretty funny. It's a
The
good
whole
video.
time's got fun.
It is. It's just fun. But that's the new series coming out soon.
The series is going to go well until we're down to only our own segments to snipe.
Well,
Then it's going to
Dude,
be
there's no way we get to that point.
Civil War at that point.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's right.
Damn it, dude.
Caleb owns like 60%
It
of
used to be
segments.
a lot, but now it's dwindling because
There's only two
Derek
segments I
still-
care about.
Derek still keeps taking them.
Derek can too. He knows it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to make a trip to Pittsburgh and just
Slid
spend 2
waste.
nights up there and just snipe a ton of them.
Yeah,
It's a
that'd be.
decent
I mean,
trip.
easy, low hanging fruit up there.
Yeah.
Low
Every
hanging
segment
fruit,
is like
Pittsburgh. That's right.
at least 40 to seconds to 3 minutes slower than we. You extrapolate that out over a 50K. That's
Yeah.
at least 40 to 50 minutes back.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
It's crazy. I'm not a numbers guy, but
See you on February 18th.
did the math on that.
I'm not even sure that's the day.
I think it's February 20 something.
It's the truth.
It's only 7. What is it?
I think it's in the 20s.
I'm calling it now, dude. Sydney might. She might be
She's gonna ball
ahead
out.
of all of people.
Dude, Sydney is. She's ready to. She's ready to run it.
Sydney's running a 4:30 or under.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
easy.
yes.
Easy money.
She can get the nutrition thing down. Yeah.
She doesn't need nutrition.
It'll be cold enough. It won't
She ran 3:04 with no nutrition
Yeah.
and puke sessions.
And puked. So
That's true. She
She
tough
doesn't.
as nails.
Alex also. I was talking to him about cabin fever. He just had one bottle when he ran his time on that.
Yeah.
He didn't have
Right.
gels. He maybe had one gel in a bottle.
it was before gels came out.
When I ran
When
it,
you're
Everything
running
was
like
up there.
340, you don't need much.
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, when I ran it, I was taking springs, thinking I was getting something.
Yeah.
In reality, I was getting
You
nothing.
were getting nothing.
Negatives.
dude.
It
was
was
just-
water.
You were just hindering your breathing.
I was just hindering my breathing while I was going. Just eating
A
applesauce.
little fiber, you know.
Just straight applesauce.
You think they were just going to like Sam's Club and just repackaging
Yes.
sauce into?
Absolutely.
Dude, I was using Gatorade gels that year. The year Alex won it, that was my first 50K. I was
Gatorade
using
mixed with gel?
They're actually not bad.
They were good back in the day. I don't
Power
think they make them
gel,
anymore.
Power Bar
Wow.
makes a gel, and they're actually not bad
It's
either.
like pretty liquidy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a
six. It
liquidy
propelled me to a 642.
Hmm.
At that time.
Yeah.
That year.
That's pretty good.
Dang.
You don't have to lie to me. Don't lie to me, bro.
That was pre-Cocodona build, so you weren't fully hooked yet.
That was
Yeah.
long before Cocodona.
Yeah.
You were still lifting and wearing cutoffs, and
I was carrying the jug around campus.
yeah,
Yeah, I was wearing. That was my buff era. No more.
That's when you were hybrid.
I was hybrid then. That's
you
the
were
best
legit
too.
hybrid, yeah.
I was hybrid before Go One More.
I think we need to share that picture to really nail it home. I don't know if you can put a picture on this as it.
Oh, I can.
You should flash that picture of Jack in the gym with mountaineering boots on the stair climber.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I'll find it. I'll find it and send it to
It's
you.
like it's hilarious. It's like it looked kind of just like a smaller version of you now, but you just have a scragglier mustache.
So true.
Now,
it wasn't as
Good
good.
then. You didn't have a mustache then.
No, I had no mustache then.
Yeah.
It was not there. But yeah, we used to train.
Pretty sick.
We were in the mountaineering game. We used to train at the YMCA with mountaineering boots on
It's a funny
on
game.
the stairmaster with like a 90-pound pack.
It's a funny
It was a
game.
great day. But I worked there, so they couldn't tell me anything. They couldn't tell me I couldn't do it because it was me. I was the authority. They couldn't kick me out. Great days. We'll find him.
Boys, I think
Yeah.
we ready to wrap
So.
this thing up.
It was a good year.
A
Great
good year.
Yeah.
Possibly the
Good
best
year.
great year.
A lot more to come.
I'm
2026.
sure we'll do a 2026 preview episode in 2026.
Yep.
Once
A
we
couple
figure it
days
out.
away. We just have to figure out what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, what? I have.
We
I got
know.
my
You know.
schedule. I got-
This
got
homework's done.
My schedule is
James walked down.
I got to spend some money on ultrasound up, but I can make that happen. So just have to figure it
My
out.
fate depends on
All
Ryan.
We'll see what we can do, dude.
Oh,
Kelly said let her know if any of the boys are running races. See what we
May.
can do.
yep. Sounds good. All right, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Many tidings to you all. Blessed tidings to you all.
Anyone who made it as long as a true saint.
They really are.
How long was that? Not that long.
That's pretty.